Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you.
Yellow, hey, welcome back. I am showing you the window frame. This was all hubby, y'all. He was up here for several hours. Unfortunately, he only had one day off and he got all of this done for me because my hand, as I told you in the last video, it was just absolutely killing me and I could not get the remaining of the white paint off. So he was up here and he got it all done. He was up here with the shop vac and he cleaned everything up. And so I'm grateful. I'm so happy that he got this done for me. But I went in with this dark walnut stain. Now, first, like putting the first coat on, I was really hopeful. I was like, okay, this is going to stain dark. If you see the wall scone where the plant is hanging, that's like the color that I was going for, like a really dark walnut. And I knew that, okay, like it wasn't going to probably do like all the coverage on the first coat. I did end up doing 3 coats. Obviously, I had to wait a good amount of time before I did another coat, the in between coats. And also I did not wipe this. I really wanted it to penetrate into the wood, which it did. And you'll see throughout the video, like it did not get as dark as I really would want it to, but I'm not going to give up on this just yet. I do have a couple ideas of what I'm going to do. So I'll definitely let you know that. But happy Friday. It is Labor Day weekend. I know that some people have 4-day weekends or 3.5 or whatever. And I know that this is like a really busy traveling time as well. So I hope that you are having a nice long weekend and you are doing whatever you want to do because the summer's almost over. I can't believe fall is just right here. But thank you so much for being here. We're going to get some cleaning done, of course, in today's video. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Look, I'm trying to spend this time with you. No, we overdue what you're doing right now. Baby, won't you swing my way? It's been a day and I've been thinking out loud. I know I want you. Long time since the last time. Got a tab, we could run up. Knew you from the way, now we grown up. My look, yeah, made the realest ones nervous. But if you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash land. We could keep the pace on slow jam. Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we had was the moment. This text, I know it's a toss-up.
So this is how it was looking after the first coat. You can see it is like there's still a lot of the white pigment from the white paint that's popping through. And I knew that we sanded like the majority of that off of there. I want to say it was almost perfectly, like you could not tell, or it didn't look like that there was any more paint. But after the stain, I mean, it could be the wood as well, but you never really know how the wood grain is really going to turn out until you just do it. So I'm going to stick with it. I think what I'm going to do is I used to have some black paint or stain and I did run out. So I think I might try to mix that with some of the walnut to see if that will darken up some of the white that you could still see. But we're in little man's room. It has been raining these last couple of days and it's felt really good. Like during the morning, there's just like, oh, this nice, beautiful morning breeze and like the morning dew. And it feels really cool. So first thing in the morning, I get up and I open up all the windows because it just is so nice. During like the late or I want to say mid-afternoon, like around 2 o'clock, it has been getting a little bit warmer. But then after that, it only stays warm for like a good hour or so. And then it's been like super cloud coverage, raining, and just feels so good. So I have had the air off and I had all the windows open in our bedroom and in little man's bedroom all throughout the house really. And this was really good too for the stain to help it dry a little bit quicker. But we are going to get these bedrooms reset. I already did little man's room. I stripped his bed all the way down and I flipped his mattress and I threw down some baking soda, which I like to let sit for about an hour. And I'm going to do the same thing in our bedroom as well. Just get everything nice, fresh and clean for the new month and for the new week and just feeling good.
We was raised a little different. I used to be ashamed who I was, now I'm paid by the sentence. Taking my time with it. Baby, give me yours, so I could get them butterflies trapped in your rib cage. Let me know we on the same page. Hit me with a text, voice note or an emoji. Waiting all day for your name on the ID. So if you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash land. And we could keep the pace on slow, yeah. Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we had was the moment. Just text, I know it's a toss-up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch, yeah. The Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you. What you gonna do? Lost touch, yeah. What I do? Speak the truth.
Just to give you an update on little man, he did have his first therapy session and that went pretty well. The one thing, like the one concern, the thing that I'm worried about, and I know that it's super early, like this is the first of many sessions. She did mention that it's a 12-week program, and then they do an evaluation to see if they've made some significant progress, and if not, they'll continue working, and if so, they'll go ahead and discharge them. But he is getting some help for social anxiety, and like I knew that he was going to be okay because it's just one, she's a female therapist, it's just one person. I'm just curious to see in social settings, like where there's more people, a lot more people, crowds and things like that, is where he's symptomatic. And so that's where I'm just like curious to see how she is going to, like help with that. So, but I'm super, like, I know everything's going to be fine. I know it's going to be fine. I have been reassuring myself of that, but when everything was happening, it didn't feel like that, obviously. But he's gonna be okay. Like I know that, and she actually reassured me of that as well. So I just feel so much better. And thank you all so much for your positive comments. Like that made me feel so good. So thank you so much. And on a good and positive note, he did start his swim lessons this week as well. Y'all, he had a ball. Like he was so excited to go. I haven't actually seen him be that excited for something that, and I thought he was going to be a lot more afraid of the water. Y'all, he got right up in there. He got right up in there. So I am just super stoked for that. And I'm happy for him. And I'm just happy that he's, going to be doing something that he enjoys. And I can't wait to put him in things that, that he is going to enjoy as well, whether that's like a club or whatever extra, curricular activity, baseball, basketball, whatever it is that he wants to do. I'm super stoked for that. So I'm just trying to make this year just the best year and just really enjoy the time that I have with him, that hubby has with him and everything before, he has to start going to school and all of that. And before I have to, I guess what I'm trying to say is worry about all of that, worry about him going back to school and everything. So just making the best of the time that we have. Kids grow up so fast. But anyway, so that is that. I got his mattress flipped. We got a brand new set of sheets on here. It smells so good in here actually, because I usually put that linen spray down. I didn't, but I did have a little, he had a candle in here. I've been lighting some candles at night, when I take a bath and everything. It just feels so, I love candles. The one thing, I love candles, and I love getting gifted candles. That's if anybody gives me a gift or ask me like, what do you want? I'm like, give me a candle. Give me a candle. But I do like save them too. Like, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to burn it. But I have been lately like burning my candles. And so he wanted one in his room. So we burned that for a little bit. So it smelled so good in here. And then with the window open, it was just blowing and it just felt good. Like I was feeling really, really good.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we. So let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday.
My main goal was to really get the mattress nice and cleaned and then the floors. I already wiped down everything else. He got sick again. I know it's from school. Those, that week that he was there. Even the teacher, she had emailed us. I think she forgot to take me off the email, but she was saying about how like everybody, like there were so many kids that were sick, and if your kiddo is sick, to please keep them home so that they can, try to keep the classroom healthy and everything. But man, the cough, like I don't think he's ever had a cough that lasted so long. Like he's still coughing even now, just runny nose and everything. He wasn't running a fever or anything, but I was just like, daggone. And I know that that's like a part of, kids are always sick. Like there's germs and they're touching everything, and y'all know they don't wash that stuff, like the clothes, or not the clothes, the toys and all the other stuff that, are in those classrooms and everything. But yeah, it was just, like I said, he still has some coughing and everything and like a runny nose, and it's been lasting for a long, long time. So I wanted to get just the floors nice and vacuumed and mopped up, and then the bedrooms as well. Now, so I know I mentioned this, our dryer, I don't know what the heck it was. We have a Samsung washer and dryer, and it was giving us a CL9 code and a CL80 code. The CL9 is a code saying that there is some kind of blockage, and then the 80 code was saying means that there's like a significant blockage in there. So we tried everything. Like, of course, we made sure that the lint collector, little man was over here coloring, so I showed you that. But I always make sure that thing is empty. And then hubby and I, we took the leaf blower and we blew it in the vents. Like we just recently got our vents cleaned too. We didn't get the actual dryer vent cleaned out, because it was already, it blows out perfectly fine. Like I'll take the leaf blower on the inside, and then hubby will go on the side of the house, and he's like, it's blowing like clean air. Like there is no blockage. So we finally contacted, look at this sausage. Look at this sausage, egg and cheese McBiscuit. I was just showing you, little man's room is nice and clean. So we're going to move on to our bedroom. But we contacted Samsung, because though the washer and dryers aren't even like 6 months old, we recently got them. And so they sent out, I was waiting all day today. They finally gave me a window of when they were coming. So they came this afternoon, a technician from Samsung, and he tried to, I don't know what he's said, recalibrate. Everything's so technical now. Everything is just ran on technology. So I guess he tried to recalibrate the dryer, and that didn't work. And so now we have to get a new motherboard. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I was so behind on laundry. So I I didn't end up putting the mattress cover back on here because obviously it was dirty and I took it off and I hadn't washed it yet. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to put the linen set on here without it on here, and we can just deal with that for a couple of days until I can get that washed. So, and it's so weird because and I told him this, when we put the dry cycle on timed dry, it will dry fine. But when we put it on the normal cycle, the dryer will stop and then those codes will pop up. So, and I asked him, I was like, is this something that's normal with these? And he's like, not with this particular washer and dryer that you got. He's like, with the time dry, the reason why it's doing that is because like when you do a time dry, for 20 minutes, whatever, it removes like those codes don't pop up, which is kind of dumb, and really not really safe. But I was like, okay, well, what do I do in the meantime? Because he said that he was going to contact us in a couple days so that we can find out when the technician's coming to replace the motherboard. He said, just continue because I was like, I need to wash clothes. And he was like, you can just use the time dry in the meantime. So that's that. But I hope that gets fixed, because that's just the next washer and dryer that we get I'm not going to buy a Samsung again. Like, this is the second set that we've had of this brand. And honestly, just the trouble that we've had with this one, I'm just like, nah, I'd rather do something else.
This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. You love me right. If you love me right, yeah. If you love me right, yeah. This could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Let's go.
So are you going anywhere for Labor Day weekend? If you are, let me know. Drop it in the comments below and let me know where you are going. I have seen these. Okay, first of all, if you have any travel hacks, let me know what those are. And I'm talking about like travel hacks for cheap travel, or something that is going to just like help you save money. I recently saw on TikTok, because I actually looked it up, and it's so interesting. If you are ever on TikTok and you see these, like they'll pop up in your feed about, ex-employees from this person, or tell me what your deep dark secrets from certain companies are, and yada yada. There's actually those TikToks are so insightful. You can learn so much stuff from those. But anyway, so I saw recently that people say that to score some cheap tickets, you put your search mode on incognito. Because when you are searching for like travel, like whether that's a hotel room or a flight or both, a car, whatever, the search engine keeps that information. And so every time you go back to look for like tickets, airline tickets or something, it's never going to go down. Like the price is going to continue to increase. So several people said to do this, to go on, put your computer on incognito mode, and then Google, like leave the destination on Google Flights open, and just put your to. So like, for us it'd be, or not to, I'm sorry, you're from. So from Colorado, and leave the to open, and it will pop up a bunch of flights that are vacations or whatever, and flights that are cheap. Now, if you have a specific destination, I mean, obviously that's not going to work because you need to put in the destination, but I have not tried that, and I am curious to see if that would actually work. But if you have any cheap travel hacks, let me know, because I think we are definitely just like due for a good vacation. Like there has just, yeah, we're definitely overdue. I think the last time, well, we've done like staycations, which I mean that's still a good vacation, but I'm talking about like I think the last time we actually left the state was when what was that? When we went to Seattle, and that was for little man's, was that his second birthday? Third birthday, maybe. I think third birthday. But anyway, so it would just be nice to take a little vacay, but not, break the bank. You know what I mean? Because everything is just so expensive right now. But I am back in the bathroom and I'm doing a second coat here. You can see that it is getting darker. So the coats are getting darker, but you can still see the white popping through. So that is what is kind of like such a bummer. And another thing too, so the stripper on the actual counter, the vanity, I redid this vanity top like so many different times. I'm always switching stuff up, y'all. Like I just get bored of stuff. I get bored. I like to switch things up. I love being creative and just trying new things. And so the last thing that I did on that countertop was paint it white, and the stripper actually stripped that in several spots. So I did paint it over some of the epoxy. I tried sanding down the previous epoxy as best I could, and it just did not come up. So that is definitely going to be like one of the projects that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to be stripping the countertop completely and kind of just like starting all over again. I'm thinking about using one of those, y'all, Rex is right here snoring his butt off. So if that's the background noise that you hear, but I'm thinking about trying one of those, what are they, like the countertop restoration kits. I know that there are several of those, and I've seen several people use those, and there's so many different designs, colors, and everything else that you can do.
Wake up, sunshine, the brightest sky. Follow me on this journey. Leave your troubles far behind. It's a new day, yeah. Lights out, I know it's our time. You and me are free tonight. What would we become if we don't take our chance?
Showing you stain was just getting everywhere, but this is how it was looking after did I do another coat here? I think this was like 3 coats, and I gotta run to Home Depot. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and I'm gonna get the same brand of stain. I have used this before. I actually used this on the bench that I got from the thrift store that's in the plant room that I currently have some plants on, and it did darken it. I'm gonna see if I can try to mix them so that, because I don't want it to be black. I mean, I guess if that's what I have to do to cover up all of the white, then unfortunately that's what I have to do. But I still want it to be like a dark walnut stain, and maybe I'll do like just some streaks of the black to see if that will cover up some of the white, But it is still the same day. It's later on in the day. The technician already left, and I'm getting some laundry done. I actually went out and went for a run today. It felt so good. It felt so good. So I got that done, and then I was just doing laundry throughout the night. So it is the next morning. This is little man's designated chair. As you can see, there are so many stains on here, but we're going to get them up. I did all of the chairs today, so I'm going to get those nice and cleaned. I started off with vacuuming them, and then what I like to do is, actually I did a couple things different this time. So I took a spray bottle just with some hot soapy water, not a lot of soap, just a little bit, and I sprayed down the chair really, really well. And then I went in with some baking soda. So this is usually what I would do in the past. I would just spray regular water, but I decided to put some soap in it this time, just like a degreaser, some Dawn to help lift up some of the grease stains. And then I sprinkle down the baking soda, and I let this sit for like at least 30 to 45 minutes up to an hour. And I'll kind of just like to make like a paste. This works so well. Now this time I did put some vinegar in my water in my little green machine. I love watching carpet cleaning and things, like professional carpet cleaners, and a lot of people say that you're actually not supposed to use that carpet cleaning solution because it does attract more grease and dirt. Like when you're using that on your carpet, and I mean really when you clean anything, your upholstery, the carpet cleaners actually make things more dirty. So I'm curious to try this on our carpet in our living room as well. Like they say to just use straight up water and vinegar. So like hot water, go over it with, spray it down with some vinegar or whatever. And then really the main thing you really want to worry about is soaking up the solution, if you are using solution, or the water and vinegar. Like actually taking the water and the dirt out of the carpet is way more important than like putting a bunch of chemicals in it and smearing it into the carpet.
I won't let no one put us down, down. Time is on, time is on our side. We can make our dreams come true. Wake up, sunshine, you're bound to glow brighter than the brightest star. Well, life won't take us, I don't know, but I want you by my side, yeah. That's how I know it's our time. You and me are free tonight, yeah. What would we become if we don't take our chance, yeah. Oh, time is on our side. I won't let no one put us.
So I sprayed the water and vinegar down really well. You can see it was kind of reacting because there was a little bit of the baking soda residue left on the chairs, but I sprayed this down and then I did a good scrub, and then I went and did like one good extraction with the water and vinegar, and then I just sucked everything up, and I did that a couple of times, and this worked really well. Like I still need to do the sides and the backs of the chairs, but I was just trying to do one thing at a time. So I really wanted to get the seats done today. And y'all, I mean, you sit on these seats this is fabric. Whenever you're sitting down on upholstered chairs or couches and everything else, like stuff, booty juice, okay? Like everything else, things from your body that you don't see, like just because something looks like it's clean, it's not. There was so much, like the water was really dirty. I actually do need to go back, and I want to do this another time, but I wanted to give my hand a rest too. But the water was just like super dirty, and like even in your sleep, like on your mattress and things like that, you have hairs and a bunch, stuff from your skin and everything else that is seeping into the chairs and the couches and the mattresses that you sit and sleep on. So
Time is on our side. We can make our dreams come true, yeah. Time is on our side. I won't let no one put us down, down. Time is on our side. We can make our dreams come true, yeah. 'Cause time is on our side.
So I got all 4 chairs done. I did also this morning have all of the windows open. So these actually dried pretty quickly, but I had them right here by the sliding patio door so that they could dry really, really well. But this, I really encourage you, if you have a little, little carpet cleaner or Bissell or something like this, and you do have upholstered furniture, try using the vinegar and water. Like I said, this actually did pull up a lot of stuff. And then also do the baking soda on big stains. Like on bigger stains, obviously you got to put a little bit more elbow grease in to lift the stains up. But man, this really did work really well. And I'll be using this. I really am going to try to use this on the carpet in the living room. I can't wait to get rid of that carpet and the carpet on the stairs. But for in the meantime, while I have it, I do try to keep it clean. So this is definitely something that I really do want to try in the living room.
You did that, yeah, you crossed the line about 1,000 times and I did that. Yeah, I stayed a while, tried to make it right. Cigarette, no, I never smoked, but my heart is broke, explosive. Stressing for that old thing back. That initial love, all the goosebumps, those flutters in my gut, turn into disgust. What a waste of love, babe. I just wanna go back to how it was, lay in each other's arms all day. Send me gifts just because. Tell me where we went wrong. Started out as homies, ended up as lovers. How'd it get so ugly? Can't we rediscover, baby, what it was? Or let's be honest, it was just a lover. You were so romantic, we were picture perfect. So much freaking passion, why we never got it back, babe.
So obviously, I mean, you could see the water was just really dirty. So this was definitely a success. So I'm going to show you the before and after of Little Man's chair here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that this video brought you some good cleaning motivation, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye.